Okay, so here we have Brooke in her white leotards and sweaters. And they talked about everything she came with. I've lost the additional photo. I'm not sure. She actually had two photos. There's this one on the back that is autographed and maybe is the one they talked about that you could cut out. There was a photograph inside that had this front picture of her. Actually, it kind of looked like that. But I seem to have lost the photo. I don't really care about Brooke Shields, to tell you the truth. I just really liked her doll. Anyway, but what was, and she came, this is the ring. They claim it's really adjustable. It comes with, it has a little bee there, so you think it's Barbie, but it's not, it's Brooke. I don't know if it's really that adjustable. It was probably meant for a little girl's hand in any case. And this is her brush, oh so pink, and has a little star with a bee on it. Makes it look like a thing. This was made in Hong Kong, by the way, the doll. But what was really cleverly disguised in her package that I didn't find until quite a bit later was her stand, which works actually quite well. You wouldn't think so because it's pretty short, but it actually does work well. And her blue plastic boots. I don't remember my original one having them either, so I guess they were just a little too clever to cleverly disguised. And you just pop her legs on like that, and she is able to stand up. So, anyway, so, that's Brooke. My mom didn't really like my Brooke Shields doll. At the time, she kind of gave a weird explanation for it. She says, well, she's too masculine looking. But that didn't turn out. Don't read too much into it. It's one of those adult things where my mom didn't really want to share exactly why she had a problem with the Brooke Shields. It was actually Brooke Shields she had more of a problem with. Not really Brooke Shields even herself. What bothered her, if you remember the little description, they're talking about how Brooke Shields was a TV and movie star. I don't know about TV exactly. I never watched actually Brooke Shields movies. The only thing I remember about Brooke Shields really is that she was a model, and sometimes you saw her in some, you saw her in, magazines. That's the only, I only remember her as a model, really. But, she was in 2 movies, and she was a child actor. And, I don't know, but, the movies that she was in were rather, one was, I think, called Blue Lagoon, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's about 2 kids that are stranded on an island, and I don't know, supposedly they grow up and start discovering their sexuality, and I don't know. And then there's another one I think was called Pretty Baby, which was about a mother and a daughter prostitute. But when you take, what the thing was is that Brooke Shields was around 12 or 13, if I remember, when these films were made. So my mom kind of felt that, that to her, Brooke Shields kind of, represented child exploitation. The same way about, how we feel a lot of times about pageant moms, So, that was really her. She didn't really like me playing with this doll because, she was kind of caught between the thing because it was my favorite doll, but she kind of had objections. I guess she was afraid that, I don't know, I'd get some weird vibes off the doll and all that. So, sometimes when adults don't want to tell you what they're really thinking, they come up with sometimes weird explanations that in a lot of ways I guess could do harm because the way you interpret it. But with me, it didn't really do any permanent damage. I just thought she was being kind of weird and ridiculous, and so I didn't read too much into it. Anyway, after I acquired a few of my favorite toys, it seemed I appeased my inner child, and the little, you know, it kind of, everything kind of calmed, at least for a while. I'll be 39 in February, so actually, technically, I haven't even hit the big 40 yet. I'm really dreading it. Because, you know, pretty much I know that pretty much most adults go insane. So I'm not looking forward to it. But anyway, for the moment, the inner child was appeased. And I hope, I might have been in a bit of an old fart babbling a bit with this interview. Unfortunately, vintage toys might do that. Might bring that out more in me. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my review.